All right.
All right, this is what we're working on this weekend. We just picked it up from my buddy Andy. He's a little gay, but it's okay. We're gonna get that fixed up for him so he can do his yard. It looks like shit. It looks like homeless people live here. All right, so we just picked up that side job. We gotta get that lawnmower home, troubleshoot it. Already kind of know what it is, so get it home, fix it up, and get it rolling again. All right, we got the machine home. Since the machine don't want to turn on, probably the best way to do it, put the ramps in the front, less, so let gravity do its thing. All right, so I kind of already diagnosed why this doesn't want to turn on and stuff, and basically the way I got to it is the guy replaced the starter relay, and that wasn't it. It wasn't working, so I came to look at it, and as soon as I turned the key, nothing's happening. So that leads me to believe, usually if it's the starter or something like that, once you hit the key, you hear the relay activating and heading off right away. So if it's not doing that period, then, and all your safeties are good, so your levers are on neutral, your seat switches are good, your seat sensor is good, your safety sensor and your safety sensors here, all of that tests good, and that means that your actual switch, it's not sending the signal into the relay, activating it. So it pretty much, I just literally went there, looked at it. I said, it's not your starter, bud. It's gonna be probably the switch. And I looked at it real quick and kind of diagnosed it like that. So then I grabbed the screwdriver, turned it on by tapping the relay. As soon as it turned on, I knew it wasn't that. So we're gonna go with a hunch. I went there, it was a 5-minute diagnosis. I said, it's the switch. Made him order the switch. I hope it's the switch, because then I'm gonna look like an idiot. But anyways, sometimes idiots get lucky, right? So let's go ahead, switch that switch out, the ignition switch out, and see if that's the problem. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a full service on this machine. All right, first thing you're gonna do is get a T2. You're gonna take bolt here, and then this whole panel is gonna pop out. All right, once you get these 2 screws off, T2s, lift the whole thing up, then you have access. Do the squeeze method, disconnect it, squeeze it, and pop it out. All right, guys, so once we remove the old one, just pretty much squeeze these tabs, pull it out. I will leave the key in here so you can kind of pull with the key, turn the key. That here is, this plug was really dirty, and I think this is how it ended up fucking up the other switch, unfortunately. So what we're gonna do now is I'll clean it up with some of this cleaner. Some of this cleaner here. I'm gonna put a little bit of dielectric grease, and the good thing with dielectric grease is, especially for a machine like this that might get wet or something like that, it's gonna get a good current going with all the connections. So we're gonna grease that baby up. Don't be shy with it. Just put a lot of dielectric grease, can't go wrong with it. End up getting some in here. We're gonna get the plug. This is how it goes. Looks like this. Put it to the stop position. All right, guys, so now that we got the new switch in, it's really easy. Left here, there's your air filter. His air filter don't actually look too bad, but just unscrew it here. Kind of like swerve it out like so. Yeah, it's a little dirty. It ain't too bad though, but switch it out, we got a new one. I just cleaned the old one up because the old one is way better than this plastic piece of shit. This is literally garbage right here. So if that gets wet, the whole paper filter will suck in. This one's got metal mesh all the way around, so if it gets wet, it won't suck it in. So this one's a better quality. Maybe he can upgrade that and I'll change it out for him later, but not even gonna put that crap in there, setting him up for failure. Lock that back up. Now for your spark plugs, you got two heads. Here's your one spark plug. Here's your number two spark plugs. Just pull the boot off, get the spark plug out, put the new one in. So here's the importance of gapping a spark plug. This is a spark plug that came out of there, right? This is doing this shit through my phone. So this is right at, it's about 27, 28. Now look at the spark plug, the way it comes out of the box. 35, almost 35. So always gap it to the same shit you pulled out of it, especially if it was running fine. So I'm gonna gap my spark plugs and put them in. All right, now that the spark plug is properly gapped, I'm gonna go ahead and get it in here. And again, you wanna start this up by threading it by hand. Definitely don't wanna cross thread a spark plug because that is a pain. Let's just say nobody wants to deal with that. It's in there. Don't go crazy on a spark plug. Just go down. Yeah. As tight as you want to get it. Go ahead, this baby on. Try to click down. The way I like to do it, especially with like lawnmowers and stuff like that, I like to get the boot kind of freed up. I can already tell this spark plug is loose in there. And then I just get like the boot to slide out like so to break that seal and kind of get it like right in here. I hear it pop and the whole boot comes off like so. Just pull this one out. This one was burning pretty good. The other one was burning a little rich. Show you guys the difference. So as you can see, that one's got that nice detonation, and this one is all black. So this one means dumping a lot of fuel in this one, so this one's not sparking up as good as this one is. This is a good reading right here. I'm gonna install that new spark plug. Make sure you hear that click. All right, spark plugs are done. Now we're gonna warm the machine up so we can go ahead and do the oil change. That way the oil flows out nice and easy. All right, so you don't want to get it too hot either. So it's nice and warm right there. Gonna go ahead and drop the oil now. Show you guys where that. All right, guys, the best way to do this is get 11/16 right in there, and then get a ratchet 11/16, put it in there like so. Just break it loose. Alright guys, so that's where the oil filter is. I put a rag down there just to catch whatever oil is not spill. And then should be able to get it just with my hands. Let me put my phone in here, see if it'll kind of capture things. Just kind of get it with my hands. Last thing we're gonna do is get some oil, rub it on the O-ring, lubricate that baby up. And it's just nice and wet. And in there, put 34 and then 4.4 for the day. So 34 hours and 4.4 for today. We'll get a rag, clean it up, clean this son bitch up. All right, now that the oil is done draining out, we're gonna put the drain plug back on, tying it up real good. Go ahead and fill the machine up and start it up. Once you added the oil, make sure you check your dipstick. By the way, you check the dipstick not screwed in, so you just tip it and then check it. All right, so dry it off, tip it, check it. So now we're gonna start it up just to get oil in the filter. Fill filters. There's the new fill filter. The air filter sucks, so I'm not putting it on. Now look at this fill filter. Look at this fill filter. This looks like garbage. I'm gonna leave that one on. I'm going to get something a little better. I'm going to get a better air intake and a better fuel filter because this shit looks like crap. So I'm here at work editing this video, and I completely forgot I did not film an outro to the video. So here it is. I will report Andy's still gay, still looking for a husband. So if you guys or not a husband, a boyfriend, he has a wife. So if you guys know anybody, just drop them in the comment below for Andy. Damn, we're over here. Look at this shit. Haunted fucking stairway. But anyways, before I get off track, hopefully the video helps somebody out to save money instead of just taking somebody's word that it's the starter or whatever. Either get a second opinion or just do it yourself. All right, all jokes aside, machine's working good. Just hopefully if you guys have this issue, maybe this video will help you out. I do this video on my own time. I don't get paid by YouTube or anything like that. So if you guys do like, share, and subscribe, I definitely would appreciate that and motivate me to make more videos. So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.